Hey, this is going to be in all signs, and this is just going to be general messages. So whatever comes out, could be about a relationship, could be about your job, it could be about family, it could be about anything, maybe just some sort of inner struggle or something like that somebody's having. But anyways, I'm going to start with Aries, and I'm going to go all the way through Pisces. These aren't going to be too terribly long messages, but I'm going to start out with 3 cards, and I'll clarify if I have to. So anyways, hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for all the new subscribers I've gained. Alright, so let's go with Aries. What does Aries need to know? Tell me what Aries needs to know. Four of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so there is like, first of all, there's like some stagnancy here. There's like indecisive, could be about a home situation with this 4 of Wands in the reverse, some kind of union, marriage, or something like that. It's like with this 8 of Wands in the reverse, there's some sort of like lack of motion, lack of movement, a delay in something, maybe a delay in a decision making or something like that. I have the 8 of Cups in the reverse, and I have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and I have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. So this is looking like, so the 8 of Cups is about walking away from something. You know, with 8 Cups being here, it's like this is not necessarily something that the Aries collective wants to walk away from, but it's like it's the consideration is what it's looking like. Because with this 2 of Wands, he's got a world in his hand, and this is like looking at life, looking at the future, making a, you know, going in a new direction or something like that. But the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 7 of Swords, it's like seeing through something. The 7 of Swords is about lies and deception and like sneaky behavior and things like that. And with the in the reverse, this is like seeing through it. Seeing through it. The 5 of Pentacles, it's almost like worse than broke. Worse than bankrupt is what I'm getting from this situation. Okay, so what is the advice? What is the advice in this situation? 9 of Cups in the reverse, and the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Sun card in the reverse. Then the 6 of Swords came out with it too. So, you know, and here you are, Aries, the Emperor. Stand on business is what this is. You know, the 9 of Cups in the reverse, this is like a lack of fulfillment, a lack of a wish fulfillment. This is like discontent. This could be overconsumption of some sort. Sometimes when I see this in the reverse, I see drinking or eating or gambling, or, you know, sex addiction, anything that you can like overconsume to like cover up some sort of hurt or something like that. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse is like no longer holding on to this. The Sun card in the reverse is like you have to consider your happiness in the situation. The Sun card is about happiness. Okay, with it in the reverse, this looks like almost like depression or something like that. It's just not very much light in the situation. And the 6 of Swords, you know, that's moving. That's like choosing peace. It's moving away from a difficult situation, okay? Yeah, that's what I have. So anyways, let's move on to Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? Tell me about Taurus. I have the Hanged Man. I have the 9 of Wands and the Moon card, Pisces energy. So this looks like some sort of acceptance of something. There could be some sort of situation here with the 9 of Wands that's been played out This could be any kind of relationship, situation, job, or whatever. But with this moon card, it's like the path forward is a little unclear. And that's a thing that is bothering Taurus. I think they don't know. They want to make a good decision going forward, but it's like they don't want to walk into another trap again. That's what I'm getting from this. Could be going back to a past relationship or something like that. Yeah, World card in the reverse. This definitely could have to do with a past relationship, somebody coming back around or something like that. But there's a need here to like see things for what they are, accept things for what they are. Okay. Let me some more about this situation. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Aries also got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And so this is like seeing the truth, seeing through something, seeing through somebody's lies. Okay. This moon card, there could be a person here who tried to like cover something up or tried to like pull the wool over your eyes or something like that. May have gotten that. And like this is a message to like see through that. See through that. Okay. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Let's move on to Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? Six of Cups, Ten of Wands in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And I have the Five of Wands here as well. So first of all, I just want to say that tens are about endings, okay? And this Six of Cups here, this is like maybe there's some sort of situation in your life that, I don't know, this person's been in your life for a really long time or something like that. Something about nostalgia. Also like childhood or something like that here. This could be somebody that you had kids with or something like that. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of burden in the situation. There's a lot of water under the bridge in the situation. There's a lot of hurt in the situation. And I feel like there's, for a time, it's been like not wanting to give up on this. However, with this Five of Wands, it's like at this point, it's like beating a dead horse. That's what I'm getting. Beating a dead horse with that. And so there's a situation here that is like it's I feel that it's at its end. But with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords are both in reverse. So this is like a non-acceptance of it is what I'm getting from this. They're trying to fight against it. Okay? Give me some more about this situation. Ace of Wands in the reverse. And then I have the Four of Pentacles here. So there's like Ace of Wands in the reverse is like there's a lack of momentum here. There's I just heard same old, same old. You know, the Ace of Wands can also represent like sexual energy. There could be a lack of that here, or there could be just it could be any of those things. Anything that has to do with like passion or something like that. It just, there's a lack. And with this Four of Pentacles, it's like, again, there's just like a holding on to the situation. I feel like there's somebody holding back here about their emotions too, not telling the truth. Because I have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and I have the Five of Swords here, and I have the High Priestess. And it's like there is something going on here like that you're unaware of. There is with this Five of Swords. But I feel like this is, I feel like your intuition, you need to listen to your intuition in this situation first of all, but I feel like your intuition is telling you something is not right in this situation, and I think you need to listen to that. That is that's the advice. All right, let's move on to Cancer. So I also want to say, This may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, you need to check your other placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is also welcome for cross watchers too, if you're watching for another sign. Okay, let's go to Cancer. Let's go to Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? Eight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, Death card in the reverse, Scorpio energy. So there's something here that you are obviously like stuck in your head about, this Eight of Swords. This is like a self-imposed prison. This is a lower octave of the Devil card. So this is, you know, this is a situation that you are placing yourself in, is what I'm getting from this. You're placing yourself in this situation, okay? You know, with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like this situation, you don't have a lot to gain from this situation, whatever this is. This could be financial, this could be a job, this could be a relationship. If this could be a long-term relationship that you're involved in. With this Death card in the reverse, it's like nothing is changing in this situation. If you're dealing with another person, I'm not seeing a lot of change in the situation with this person, okay? I also feel like you are maybe having a hard time letting this go as well, okay? Tell me some more about this situation. Tell me some more about this situation. Page of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. And then I have the Hanged Man in the reverse. So yeah, there's something here that you just will not accept, that is, you know, there's just something you're not saying here. There's something you're not waking up to here. Page of Swords in the reverse. This is like almost a refusal, to see something, a refusal to see the truth, a refusal for clarity. With this Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands in the reverse, it's like there's some, this is, there's just no reason to fight for this anymore, is what I'm getting from this. It's like, I don't know, again, this could have been a really long and drawn out situation. There's just no reason to fight for this anymore. Three of Swords here and the Five of Cups in the reverse here, and I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse here. So it's like, this is just, this situation that you're involving yourself in is going to lead you to heartbreak. This could be a third party situation with Three of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. You know, this is going to lead to sadness with this Five of Cups in the reverse and being stuck in this. You're keeping yourself stuck in this whatever situation this is. I feel like it's causing you sadness and inner conflict already, and I feel like this is just sticking you right there in that spot. With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who is not reciprocating. This is not an even give and take situation. This person is taking from you, and you are giving and giving and giving. And I have the King of Wands in the reverse here. This person is, this could be Sag, Leo, Aries. This person is a player. This person is a player. This person is, you know, the King of Wands in the reverse is just bigger energy of the Knight of Wands. This person could also be married. This person does not have good intentions. Does not have good intentions at all. And here you are, Queen of Cups, in your true energy, in your, you know, and you're nurturing, loving, like you have such a capacity for these things, and you are handing it to the wrong person, okay? Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Devil card. I think I don't really need to say anything more than that. This is a false start. This is a false start. There is a false start in the situation. I just heard that false start. And this Devil card, I mean, I think it kind of speaks for themselves. I feel like, again, you started out with the Eight of Swords here, a self-imposed prison. The Devil card is that's the major arcana for keeping yourself in a self-imposed prison, okay? And I feel like that's what you're dealing with, Cancer. Anyway, so let's go to Leo. Let's go to Leo. What does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know? Let me go to my other deck. What does Leo need to know? Leo. Tell me what Leo needs to know. Okay. So the Seven of Wands flipped out. The Hermit card in the reverse flipped out, Virgo energy. And then the Justice card in the reverse flipped out, Libra energy. So there's some kind of situation here that I feel like you're putting up some boundaries in. I feel like you are a little bit withdrawn, or a lot withdrawn from the situation with this Hermit card in the reverse. I feel like there's something that you've been like thinking about, going back and forth in your mind about this situation. And I feel like you are to the point where now you're, I mean, this is a decision that you struggle with this Justice card in the reverse, but I feel like now you are getting to the point where, you know, you feel like whatever situation this is not fair. This is not even give and take. This is not reciprocal. There's no justice in this situation. So I feel like you are gonna, you know, you're gonna have that. You have clarity here. The Page of Swords and the High Priestess card. You have major clarity here about the situation. You're listening to your intuition, which is good. Okay. I don't know if this is a relationship. This is kind of a vague message. Five of Swords here, though. There is that. Whatever it is that you are thinking about right now when you're listening to this, and you're thinking that maybe there's some sort of deception or manipulation or mind games or something like that, you're absolutely correct. That is exactly what's going on here. Okay. What's the advice in this situation? What's the advice in this situation? Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the World card. Yeah, this needs to come to an end, this situation. This is a really burdensome situation. You're dealing with somebody who's potentially kind of, you could be dealing with an earth sign. They're kind of immature. Probably don't have a whole lot to offer. Kind of stuck at the stage of like this is staying in one stage of a relationship and not moving on to the next one is what I'm getting from this. Okay. So yeah, this, you need to move on from this. Anyways, okay, let's go to Virgo. Okay. Let's go to Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? What's Virgo need to know? Alright, what does Virgo need to know? Tell me about Virgo. King of Swords. Okay. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Magician card. Gemini, Virgo energy. That's your energy. Okay. So, I feel like you've been a King of Swords in this situation, whatever this is. I feel like this is kind of, he's kind of dry, analytical, not very emotional, straight to the point. I feel like this is your demeanor right now. This is your energy. This Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, you could be dealing with somebody who's not putting in the same amount of effort into a situation as you are. I feel like you're like with this Magician card, it's like you're expected to just make things happen and make it come through for people. And I feel like you're getting to the point where you are tired of doing that. Okay, You may maybe getting ready to cut somebody off or something like that. Tell me some more about this situation. Tell me some more about this situation. Four of Wands, this could be about a marriage or some sort of home situation. Emperor card, Aries energy, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's major clarity here. Major clarity here. And this, again, could be a home situation, a marriage, some sort of union or something like this. This could be the workplace. But I feel like this Emperor card, you are standing on business in this situation. And that's the advice. Stand on business. You have the Empress card here as well. So it's like there's a balance in energy. Tower card, Aries, Scorpio energy, and the Two of Swords. Decision made. There's some sort of decision. Yeah, World card. You're ending a cycle here. You're going to end a cycle here because you see clearly what it is in the situation. It's not reciprocal. There's no even give and take. Yeah, there's just not a lot of effort being given from the other person's side, and you're going to be done with the situation. Okay. So let's move to Libra. What does Libra need to know? These cards are talking a whole lot better than the other ones were. They started really talking on Cancers, and I was like, okay, Cancer really needed to hear that. Okay, let's go to Libra. What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? Ten of Pentacles. Four of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Wands. So, Libra, this could be a long-term relationship, a job, a friendship, a family situation, something like that. Something long-term. I see roots here. You're feeling restless about this. Feeling restless about this situation. There could be a lot of fighting or something like that going on here. Five of Swords, a lot of deception, mind games, manipulation. There's a lot of resentment here in this situation. I'm seeing a lot of resentment. Temperance card in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of, you just don't have any peace in the situation. This is not, this is not reciprocation in the situation. I have the Hanged Man here, Pisces energy. It's like there's some sort of acceptance here. Some sort of light bulb has gone on for you in a situation, okay? And you're right to think what you're thinking. And I have two fives here too, so there's some sort of big change that's going to come in this situation, okay? I'm getting an energy of somebody who's kind of desperately clinging to hope, and there's going to be a change in the situation. What's the advice? What's the advice? Ten of Wands. This is not your burden. Nine of Wands. This is not your burden to bear, okay? This is not your burden to bear. Whatever kind of problems, this could be money problems, financial problems, or something like that. I feel like there could have been just a lot of fighting, a lot of drama in this situation. I feel like this person made everything your fault, okay? Everything is not your fault. Okay, you're dealing with somebody who's extremely combative. They just don't have a whole lot to offer. Six of Swords. Move on from the situation. Move on from the situation. Go to calmer waters. Go to where there's peace at. Okay? Don't allow this person to continue to screw with you. Alright, let's go to Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Guys, I'll have timestamps in the comment section, so you can just skip to whichever one you want to hear. Okay. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? Six of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Alright. Ace of Wands. Okay. And then I'm going to take this Tower card here and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Scorpio, things are looking good. I think the last few Scorpio readings I did, things weren't going very well. But, you know, I feel like you've had some help in a situation. You've gotten some help in a situation. You've asked for help in a situation. You found people around you that are willing to, like, help you out with something. Okay, with this Ten of Cups, this is about long-term happiness, family, you know, wish fulfillment. And the Ace of Wands is like there's some sort of new start that you're getting in your life towards ultimate happiness. And I feel like with this Tower card, it's like this came out of nowhere. It was like one of those things that you really just didn't see this happening. You really didn't think that somebody was going to come through or something like that, but this person absolutely did. I'm seeing a King of Pentacles here. This is somebody who is dependable, very dependable person. Whoever this is that's come into your life, that's, you know, if this is a relationship, this is reciprocal. This person is going to give as much as they get in the situation. Okay, they're very nurturing, very kind. Chariot card, Cancerian energy. I feel like this is forward movement, forward momentum. This could be an actual physical move for a relationship or something like that. And, you know, it looks good to me. Okay, so let's go to Sagittarius. Let's go to Sagittarius. Let's go to Sagittarius. What do the Sagittarius need to know? Tell me about Sagittarius. Okay, so I have the Ten of Wands. That's your energy. I have the Three of Swords. And I have the Seven of Wands here. I feel like there's somebody here who's trying to avoid some sort of heartbreak in a situation or something like that. Whatever this is, you're burdened by it. This is something you're thinking about a lot. This could be some sort of third party situation or something like this. But either way, I feel like, you know, there's some kind of boundary that's got to be put up in a situation. And I feel like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Whatever decision you make in the situation is going to hurt, okay? Yeah, Five of Swords here. This looks like maybe some sort of third-party situation, some sort of outside influence or something like that. I have the Devil card here, Capricorn energy. This is something that you're obsessing over. This is something that you're thinking about all the time. Five of Cups in the reverse. You're trying to avoid this heartbreak, is what you're trying to do, okay? What is the advice in this situation? What is the advice in this situation? Three of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. And then you got the Queen of Wands here. That's your energy. So, you know, I feel like this is a situation where you probably might be trying to get advice from other people around you, or you should be. But this is, you know, that when you walk away from this situation, think about the long term in your life. What is going to be the best for you? What's going to be the best opportunity for you? What do you have to gain from whatever situation this is, whatever you choose? Okay, you're in your energy. You're confident, charismatic. You know, regular Sagittarius. Like you're feeling good about some sort of situation, but it's like it just looks like some sort of decision between one thing and another thing. Okay, and choose what's going to be best for you in the long term. Okay, so all right, let's go to Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. And then I have the Three of Cups here. So I feel like there's somebody here, yep, Ace of Cups. There's somebody here that is coming, gonna spin the block, is what I'm getting from this. You're being single, independent, loving yourself, healing from a situation, giving to yourself. This is pre-Empress energy. And then there's somebody getting ready to spin the block here with the Six of Swords in the reverse. Somebody who feels they cannot move on. With the Hierophant in the reverse, it could be somebody that you're married to, you were married to, or something like this. It could be a non-traditional relationship. This could be like same-sex or something like that. It doesn't have to be. But they're getting ready to try to come in for a reconciliation. Okay. I have the Seven of Pentacles here. So there's an element of, you know, how much effort have I put into this situation already, and how much effort am I willing to give going forward? I have the King of Cups in the reverse. You could be dealing with somebody who is like emotionally cold or something like that, emotionally unavailable. Somebody who just doesn't show their emotions, doesn't give their emotions. They could be emotionally unstable. You could be feeling emotionally unstable in this situation. I have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be dealing with somebody who's irresponsible. Queen of Swords in the reverse. This person could be pretty cold and cutting and say very mean things. So what is the advice in this situation? What's the advice in this situation? Ten of Wands, Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Four of Swords. So, you know, think about this. Think about this. But don't spend too long in indecision. You know, this is going to be a burden until you make a decision about the situation. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. All right, so let's go to Aquarius. I'm going to go back to my other deck. Let's go for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? Page of Wands, Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Three of Wands. First of all, you know, I don't think the Page of Wands is your energy. I think the Page of Wands is somebody that you're dealing with. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could also be dealing with another air sign. But I feel like there's something that here is majorly stressing you out. A lot of anxiety, maybe sleepless nights over a situation. You could be dealing with somebody who has mental illness problems or something like that. I feel like you've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for something to change in this situation, and it just hasn't. I have the Hermit card here, Virgo energy, and I have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So, yeah, and I have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So this could be some kind of marriage, home situation, some union or something like that. You're dealing with somebody who's very, very, very inconsistent, though. Very inconsistent, making, you know, decisions that are short-sighted. This person could have some sort of a temper or something like that. I feel like right now you're kind of looking for inner guidance in this situation. Okay, so what is the advice? What is the advice in this situation? I feel like you're maybe, somebody here is like looking at a relationship they feel like is a wasteland. That is dry, there's nothing there anymore. Could be that. Justice card, Libra energy, Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Pentacles. So, and I have the Two of Wands here. So there's, you know, this definitely looks like it could be a marriage or something like that, some sort of legal contract or something like that. This person could have legal problems. This person could have been to jail or something like that. But I feel like, you know, the universe, I feel, is going to show you who this person really is. I feel like you may be asking the universe for an answer. And I feel like you may be asking for signs or something like that. I feel like the universe is absolutely going to be giving those. But more than anything, pay attention to this person's behavior. Where is this person taking you with this Five of Pentacles? This could be about money. This person could be making you financially bankrupt or something like that. This is the rest of your life that you're looking at, okay? And so you can't allow somebody else to drag you down. They're going to take the rest of your life with them, okay? So that's what I have for Aquarius. Let's go to Pisces, and then I'm going to do a collective reading for everybody. Okay, what does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? Okay, Pisces. Tell me what Pisces needs to know. Queen of Cups, there you are. Six of Swords, and the Magician card, Gemini, Virgo energy. And there you also are, Moon card. Okay. I feel like there is some sort of like path forward or something like that that's a little unclear for you. This could be in a romantic relationship or something like that. I feel like you are practicing self-love right now, but I feel like there's another person here. Page of Cups could be another water sign. This is a relatively new relationship. Somebody could be younger than you, or you could be younger than them. But there's like flirtation here, and you just kind of, you don't know whether or not you're gonna pursue this or not, is what I'm getting from this. Ten of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you've been there, done that. You've been hurt. You've been stabbed in the back, played or whatever, and you don't know if you're ready to do that again. Okay, the Magician card, you're trying to manifest right now. You're trying to manifest the future. You are also, I feel, trying to manifest a good relationship or a good partner. I feel like now it's one of those things where now that it's here in front of you, you're not too sure what you're going to do about the situation. I have the King of Cups here. I feel like this person does have deep feelings, though. Definitely could be another water sign. This person does have deep feelings, though. They're emotionally available. They have a lot to give. Okay. And this person, Page of Swords, they're eyeing you. They're thinking about you. They're, maybe looking at your social media or something like that, but they're seeing clearly what they want from you, okay? So what's the advice in this situation? What's the advice in this situation? Ace of Cups, Lover's card, Gemini energy, and I have the Strength card, Leo energy. This person could be athletic or something like that. Yeah, I feel like this is a good match. I feel like obviously every relationship's not perfect. Everybody's not perfect, but this looks like a soul tie. This looks like somebody that you kind of some sort of soul contract, at least. Okay. Ace of Cups, yeah, this is looking good. This person looks good, so might be worth pursuing. Anyways, let's go to the collective reading. Let's go to the collective reading. All right, what does the collective need to know? This isn't going to resonate for everybody. Maybe you put this together with your sign or something like that, and it gives you a more complete picture or something. Anyways, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? Eight of Swords. Cancer started out with that. Could be a Cancer. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands in the reverse. There is some sort of situation that you are stuck in your head about. This is like a war in your head, a silent struggle. This is something that's going on within. I feel like you don't know if you're dealing with somebody who's making good decisions. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who you don't know if they have a lot to give or not. You could be seeking advice from other people about this. Could be a third party situation. Could be outside influences or something like that. I feel like you're trying to be cooperative in the situation, but you just don't know. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. You're moving slow in the situation. You're moving slow in this situation. You're not one to take a big risk here. Okay. So what is this Eight of Swords? What is this Eight of Swords? Temperance card in the reverse. Yeah, you're not getting a lot of peace in this situation. Yeah, this is definitely going on in your head. This is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, you could be dealing with somebody who, you know, they're not reciprocating your energy or something like that. Or maybe you're not reciprocating their energy right now for this reason. What's this King of Pentacles in the reverse? What's this King of Pentacles in the reverse? Ten of Wands in the reverse. You and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who has a full plate. It's like they have a lot on their shoulders. They have a lot going on. And because of that, they may not have a whole lot to give to you. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this just looks like this just does not look tangible is what this looks like to me. It just doesn't look tangible. It's like they don't have it to give. Okay. What is this Three of Pentacles here? What is this Three of Pentacles here? Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Three of Wands. I feel like you are having a really hard time keeping your boundaries with this person. I feel like you're having a really hard time keeping your boundaries with this person. You're trying to be patient in the situation. You are trying to be patient. But you just give me this Nine of Pentacles. Give me this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. And the Emperor card, Aries energy, and now the Tower card. Tower card and the Three of Swords. Okay. You could be dealing with an Aries or another water sign. You know, I hate to say it like this, but like you're gonna need to stand on business in the situation with this Emperor card. You're gonna need to know what you're doing, know what direction you're moving, because this could potentially be a situation that's gonna blow up in your face with this Tower card, a Three of Swords. Okay, this could be a third party situation. Yeah. Yeah, you could be potentially walking into a Tower moment, and this Moon card, Pisces energy, you could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces. You This just is very unclear to you, and you feel like there are things that are being hidden from you. You feel like there are things that are being hidden from you. Queen of Wands in the reverse. You very well could be dealing with somebody who is, you know, a player or something like that. Somebody who just does not have good intentions here. So what's the advice in this situation? Give me some more advice in this situation. Ace of Cups. Star card, Aquarius energy. And I have the Wheel of Fortune. You know, I feel like the advice is that you have, and I have the Nine of Pentacles here too. Stand on business in the situation is the advice. You could have potentially new love coming towards you, a new opportunity coming towards you or something like that. You know, I feel like it's worth more in your life right now to kind of chase your dreams, worry about yourself, nurture yourself. I feel like the universe is going to bring you what you need when you need it. and that's happening. And I feel like you just don't have to deal with, you don't have to deal with a situation where you can't get what you're giving. Okay, you don't have to deal with that. So that's the advice for the collective. Anyways, yeah, that's what I have for the all signs. I will put the timestamps in the comments section. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment. I love to see comments. All right, thanks for watching.